Alright, so I have this talking plushy Kylo Ren, and whatever he says is going to be our advice for today. So, okay, so don't. Okay, so apparently we don't have to fight anything, so let's not fight anything. What is up, guys? This is McMahon Cheap Fan here. Welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be doing another Try a Chapter tag, which I wasn't tagged by anybody. I'm just going to make this a series now. So, Try a Chapter! Ugh. What Try a Chapter is pretty much you try the first chapters of 5 books that you picked out from your personal library, and you're going to sit down, read the first chapter or so, and then talk about them afterwards and pick which ones you're going to continue. So my goal, like the last video that I made of Try a Chapter, is I'm trying to get at least 3 books to have bookmarked in so that I can pick up where I left off, or just start from the beginning because the first chapter may have been so enjoyable. But anyway, you guys probably have seen this all over on BookTube. It's an incredibly famous tag. I don't know who it was originally tagged by, so I'm not going to leave anybody. And this is one tag where I don't know who originally started it, and I don't really have to tag anybody to do this tag as well, I'm guessing, since I'm just going to make this a series from now on. So technically it's a book tag, but it's really just going to be a series for me from now on. So anyway, let's get into this. Alright, so I picked 5 books off my shelf, and I'm going to show them off for you guys. I feel so uncomfortable in this chair, but anyway, the first book that I have is Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie's Half of a Yellow Sun, which is her second novel. And I've read both Americana and Purple Hibiscus. Loved Americana, wasn't too crazy about Purple Hibiscus, but I think both of them were very well written novels. I just personally didn't enjoy Purple Hibiscus, but this sounds something more along the lines of Americana, so I'm really excited. This surrounds like 5 characters, and they're like struggles or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, I usually like Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, but at the same time, I only read 2 of her books, and one of them I didn't really like, but the one that I love from her, I love. So, yeah, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, I can't wait. I wonder how I'm going to think of that. Alright, the next book is from one of my personal favorite authors of all time. It's The Illustrated Man by Ray Bradbury. I adore Ray Bradbury. Like, Fahrenheit 451, Dandelion Wine, The Martian Chronicles, and Something Wicked This Way Comes. Those are the 4 Ray Bradbury books that I've read, and I loved all of them. I think the one that I loved the least is Something Wicked This Way Comes, and of course the one that I loved most is Fahrenheit 451. But this is another short story collection. This is something along the same lines as The Martian Chronicles, and I'm really excited. I usually love Ray Bradbury's short stories. I mean, There Will Come Soft Rains is one of my favorite short stories of all time, and it comes from this man. Not this collection, it was from The Martian Chronicles, but I've heard amazing things about this collection as well, so I can't wait to try it out. Alright, the next one is a book that I actually talked about, I think, in my last video, or like last haul, maybe last video, yeah. And it's The Sympathizer by Viet Van Nguyen. I want to read this because he has a new book coming out, and I'm excited to, and I want to see where it, if I like this, I'll try that book out. So, yeah, and this looks longer than it is. It's only like it's a little under 400 pages, but it looks huge. But yeah, I've heard just great things about that book. Like I said in my last video, I think people compare it to like Catch-22 in terms of like its style. So, and I love Catch-22, so I can't wait to try it out. Alright, the 4th book I'm going to be trying is Kazuo Ishiguro's When We Were Orphans. This is not one of the, people say this is one of the weakest Ishiguro novels, but I bought it for like $3, so you know what. You never find Ishiguro books in like thrift stores where I am, but so that's why I picked this one up in particular, because I never seem to find them in thrift stores. But people love him, so, and I love Never Let Me Go and The Remains of the Day, but people say, oh, his other books are not that good. I'm determined to find another great Ishiguro book. And even if this doesn't come out being that amazing Ishiguro novel that I was hoping for, if this is good, it's still good, so yeah. And then the final book, and the book I'm kind of tempted by the most, just because of its size, is Cutting for Stone by Abraham Verghese. This book sounds absolutely phenomenal. It reminds me so much of A Fine Balance by Rohit Mistry, but but instead of two Taylors, it's about two brothers. So I can't wait to see how this one is. So yeah, those are my 5 choices. I will be right back with you guys with what was I gonna with my results on what I think about these books. Why was it so hard to get that phrase in? That was fun. Oh man, this is already better than the last one that I did because I had better results this time. And I did succeed in getting 3. So anyway, but first I'm going to talk about the 2 that I decided to just put aside for now and just not pay attention to until later. And it's not like I hated these books. Like, I remember in the last one I read The Jungle by Upton Sinclair, and I eventually gave that book away because it was so bad. But these 2 I'm just not going to read right now. I'm going to get to them eventually, but I'm just not in the mood for them. And they are When We Were Orphans and Half of a Yellow Sun. These 2 they were fine from what I read, but they were just not amazing. Like, they didn't start with a bang like these first 3 did. Or maybe, I don't know. Should I read them, I don't know. It's like, now I'm kind of debating on whether, because I originally had The Sympathizer in the pile, but then I'm kind of confused. Like, Half a Yellow Sun or The Sympathizer? Half a Yellow Sun. So, really, this video is such a mess. These are the 2 books I'm setting aside for now. When We Were Orphans just wasn't the biggest fan of what I read, and The Sympathizer. I was debating on whether I should keep this one, and at first I did keep it in the pile, but I just am not in the mood for this type of book, so yeah, whatever. So now I have Half of the Yellow Sun in my to-read pile. So bookmark number 1 goes into Half of the Yellow Sun because I did like what I read. I was just thinking, you're not in the mood for it now. I most likely am in the mood for it, so yeah. And then, of course, I'm going to be reading Ray Bradbury because Ray Bradbury is amazing. So the bookmark will go into that one as well. And I'm going to skip the prologue, which I read in the first... And I'm just going to start at the first story, which I read a little bit of and really enjoyed. So, yeah, The Illustrated Man, I'm reading this. And then Cutting for Stone by Abraham Verghese. This is so fantastic so far. So fantastic so far. I'm not even exaggerating. Like, I was originally, hold on a second. I was originally going to read The Girl Who Played with Fire by Stieg Larsson. And just because I had this book on my shelf for months now, and I was like, hey, you love the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, so you probably should read it. But now that I read the first chapter of this, oh my god, this sounds just more up my alley right now. Don't get me wrong, The Girl Who Played with Fire sounds awesome, but I don't know. These 2 just are confusing for me. So, really, these are going to be my next 4 reads. So, yeah, I think I may just end up doing The Girl Who Played with Fire and then Cutting for Stone later. And then I'll do Ray Bradbury before Half of the Yellow Sun. So, yeah, some pretty lengthy books in there. Verghese's book is about 650 pages long, so that'll be fun. And same thing with The Girl Who Played with Fire. And I will save these 2 for later. So, that was the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully, I know this was a bad video. But anyway, comment down below what you guys thought of the video. And as always, I'm Mega Man Chief Fan. And I'll see you later, guys.